Wizzy coming in here again. Haven't seen him do a ton recently, but he's here at MomoCon. We're excited to see it. Known for his neutral play, which I think is going to make this somewhat difficult. Wizzy has some of the strongest neutral that I have seen. He's got a really good feel for the game, and I think that's what he's going to be trying to use for his advantage. Yeah, and right now you can already see Send off to the races trying to use the PK fire to try and interrupt Wizzy, because we know his combo game is extremely airtight. If you over-aggress on Wizzy, you can already see him trying to wall out with the bear to stop this, and using that cape, like we mentioned earlier, to great effect. So you have to find a way to the ground as fast as possible against Wizzy. Yeah, cerebral player, Wizzy. He has a very good feel for the game. He thinks about the game well again. Knows things like, caping an active PK fire to turn it around on your opponent. Something a lot of people wouldn't even think about, but he uses it to his good effect here. Yeah, and I do like how Send right now is kind of using some of these quicker fast fall aerials into grabs to basically putting the stage and keeping Wizzy off stage. And just like you mentioned, you can easily intercept the recovery on Wizzy, and Send takes a lead. Yeah, that was a great little fair right there, and I think you're going to be seeing a lot of that here coming from Send. He's going to have to use that fair as the ability to edge guard as he comes back into this one. The cape going to make it too tough, and that's what I'm talking about. If you get a Ness off stage in any kind of situation where he has to use up B as Mario, probably going to be a stop. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we've been talking about, how this offstage game is going to be so vital in defining how this matchup is going to go in either player's favor. You have to make sure that you're not overcommitting in any capacity versus Dark Wizzy. Like you said, once he gets you off stage, it could be all over so fast. And looking for this quick Mario combo, no fair coming out though, Show. No, I think respecting Sin too much, knowing that Sin's going to be looking for that fair there, instead just goes for the guaranteed damage in the nair. And I think the guaranteed damage is what you need because, again, this matchup is going to be played so much off stage. So the more percentage you get, the further you go, the better chance you get at getting him into an up B. Yeah, I almost wonder if Send is using this magnet a little too much, still stuck off stage and intercepting with the fireball. Wizzy using the full range of his kit to ensure that Send can't make it back to the stage ever. My lord, just bonking him in the head with the fireball, baby, and it shortens it down. Ness famously has that issue on his up B where he definitely gets it shortened if he runs into any object. And again, Wizzy showing his knowledge in this matchup. I think it's just also showing how willing Wizzy is to just play this matchup as safe as possible and ending it in a flourish with the fair spike. Yeah, my lord, I just talked about how he didn't want to go for the fair spike a minute ago, wanted to go for the guaranteed damage. Here he says, no, I got this one, baby, and he ends it early. Wizzy looking good so far against Sin. So we're getting the Georgia Classic. We're going to run it back to PS2. What adaptations as a PK player do you have to make? I mean, that was so commanding off stage. I mean, you can't just say, don't get put off stage. You got to find a different avenue to victory. Yeah, I think that, he got caught off by, I think, Wizzy's preparedness to play in that matchup. You really got to work on just winning your neutral exchanges early. It's not as simple as not being put off stage, but, racking damage up in the middle, not allowing yourself to take a ton of damage there early and get things going like that, because once you get that damage up, as I talked about, you get into a situation with that PKT2 where you're always going to have to use it from a far distance away. Yeah, you have to make sure that you're using the PK rocket to effectively move through and see how you're trying to position into neutral right now. We can see that Send has almost taken a less aggressive approach to how it's going to be playing his neutral. He's trying to use his aerials, feel it out. A little bit less magnet stalling, but I would love to see Send just demand center stage and challenge Wizzy for this. Yeah, and again, this is the part where Ness should be doing well in the matchup, which is, like we were talking about, is on stage. Ness is a little bit better in close quarters, I think, than Mario is, and this is what you have to do as Sid if you don't want to lose this set, is play in the middle of the stage here, get these combos going, not allow Wizzy to rack up the percent and get any kind of stage control. Yeah, and like you said, you have to deny Wizzy the ability to get his quick up airs, because we saw during the last set, he will very quickly go for that spike and end your stock at a very low percent. Send, though, putting up to 145, it's almost getting to a range where it's not necessarily hard for Ness to kill, but hard to find that starter for Ness to kill. Going to be looking for a grab, I think, for the most part here. Back throw should kill again, even though it's a little bit stale here, as he gets the drag down fair into back throw all the way across the stage. That's about the only place it's not going to kill, but I think next time it would. But Wizzy comes right back into this, and this is the survivability of Wizzy, puts him right back into this game, but great kill coming out from Sin. Yeah, finally finding the kill with the nair, but Wizzy has definitely shown that he is going to play a little bit more aggressive off stage, and what attack coming out from Sen. Yeah, it was. The PK Thunder right there. Wizzy mistimes that dash attack, doesn't really cover the ledge the way he wants to right there at the end. Down tilt, baits out the air dodge, which is what he wants. Tries for the cape, but it ends up grabbing the stage instead. But a PK flash, I think that's a misinput coming out from Sin, and that's going to be a tough situation as he's going to go with a couple of floods, a nair to try to get to him, and then somehow that fireball just missed. I thought it was going to hit, but a spike, a down air with the spike from Sin to get the kill.
Sen defending himself with the tail of the PK Thunder to deter the fireball from stopping him, immediately getting the reversal, using that down air, and Sen, it's just a totally different ball game from that first situation. You see Sen playing almost with a bit more confidence throughout this set.
Yeah, and looking a lot better off stage here. You know, Wizzy was dominating off stage there in the first one, was able to really punish any of the recoveries that Sind had out. This time hasn't caught him off guard a single time, and Sind has just been consistently winning these neutral interactions.
Yeah, and I think now, Wizzy going for the down throw. I wonder if an F throw might have been a good situation, put him off stage or get something else. Wizzy might be looking for a back throw confirm of some kind, but Sen just playing so on fire. These confirms from down air and any extension into the up air have just been automatic for Sen.
That they have. Here we go. Wizzy, though, does pull one back, and, you know, as much of a lead as Sind has here, and he's done really well, you've got to think about this in terms of, again, what we saw in Game 1. Potential for Dark Wizzy to just kind of cheese Sind out here and take one quick stock and put this right back into even. So you still got to play on your game if you're Sind.
Yeah, you not only have to play on your game, but basically respect the fact that Wizzy can rack up and equalize the percent off of one throw. Or you could even lose a stock, like you mentioned, 20%, and Wizzy, just barely missing the fair. Sendis has to respect that combo from Wizzy, taking the stage and making sure that you can get Wizzy and deny him at the ledge.
Yeah, 100%. Wizzy does get back here. Jab combo is going to put Sind off stage, but it's not going to be much more than that. As Wizzy walks away, I thought we were going to see the walk away F smash, but instead just walks to the middle of the stage and doesn't really find much else off of it.
Yeah, now Sen trying to basically use the nair to maybe find some level of a kill, but one thing we haven't seen yet is no real smash commitment coming out from Send throughout this game. No yo-yo use, nothing to really try and find a quick kill option, but the back throw certainly will seal this game out, and Send equalizing the set.
Yeah, for sure. Sin looked much better right there, and I think he did exactly what we were talking about, which was he got a lead early. He was able to win those neutral exchanges, especially in those early stocks. And doing that allowed him to just kind of control the pace of play and not have to worry so much. Yeah, what happens if I get gimped one time? Not that big of a deal, right? You know, you've got a good lead. You're able to come back in on it. And so great stuff from him, winning those neutral exchanges, playing it right there towards the middle of the stage, and also give him credit for being able to mix up his recovery there and not get at all cheesed or gimped by Dark Wizzy.
Yeah, but I do want to see one thing adapt from both players. We cannot keep committing to these aggressive options at the ledge.
Yeah.
When you are playing players at the top and the highest level of competition in this game, any information you're feeding them over the course of your set is going to have a lasting impact on sets in the future, or especially in the present.
100% as now we come into this one. Battlefield, famous for Mario. Those platforms can extend those up airs, baby, all the way up to the heavens. We'll see if that's a factor here. Instead, just going to go for the upstage up airs. This time gets the fair, but no spike on it.
Yeah, Wizzy is definitely trying to send a message early on that you can at least crowd Ness on this stage. Despite Sen commanding the center of the stage, anytime he's been put off stage, you almost have to wait with bated breath to see if Sen is even going to live in the situation.
That he is now here towards the ledge, looking for the jabs. Just going to back away from the PKT2, and I think that's a smart option as Wizzy is deciding now, you know what, let's not contest so much off stage. Let's just see if my neutral game can carry me in this one.
Yeah, not just using the neutral game to your advantage, but I think also what you hinted on early, Wizzy uses a good decision-making and fundamental skill and understanding of the Ness matchup to try and work around the options that Send can use to either get a quick kill confirm or set up a good situation. But Wizzy sealing the first stock with the back air.
Yet again, just looking more comfortable here as we're back again 1-1 in this set. Basically a best of 3 right now. Wizzy looking very comfortable here, trying to find his way in. He's got the flood charged all the way up. He's got that ready in case Sin gets off stages now. Getting close on this one, roll away. Flood is just going to knock him into a kind of an awkward position, but good recovery here from Sin.
Yeah, you mentioned how Flood is going to play such a crucial role in this matchup, especially in denying Ness maybe aerial mobility, but forcing the air dodge for Wizzy, and losing the stock. Finally, we're seeing that down smash come out from Send. I wonder if there's a reason he's maybe holding on to this option.
Yeah, I think right there we saw Wizzy. I think he was actually trying to buffer roll, and that ended up being that air dodge off of the ledge. Unfortunate there for him is now he gets caught on an up B. This could be a combo, but instead Wizzy gets out of this fine and starts racking up the damage and using, again, that flood, which is such an important tool. You know, you look at it as kind of a casual smash viewer, and you're like, man, he's just throwing water at him that does some damage. But it gives space. It gives you the stage, and we've talked about how important that is.
Send using a very clever recovery of bouncing into the stage and then sending himself up. Like you said, at the casual level, you might not be too inclined to worry about the flood, but it's so crucial for Mario to displace characters with exploitable recoveries.
Oh, baby!
Oh, the rocket takes the stock!
I love that he comes, looks like at Dark Wizzy right there with a PKT1, instead says, you know what, baby, this ain't a 1, this is a 2, and comes back towards the side of it, towards the middle, but Wizzy wastes no time with the down air, comes back and gets the stock right back.
Yeah, I like how Wizzy is not afraid to immediately charge the flood, knowing what your win condition is and how you can avoid pushing, you know, Send into an exploitable recovery position. I wonder if maybe you can hold on to it a little bit more. You are controlling the center stage, you do have to make Send approach, but can't afford to get reversal here at the ledge.
No, and this one is, you know, coming all the way down to the wire. Wizzy wisely saving his jump there, gets the air dodge back into this, and back towards the stage he goes. Dead even on percent here in the middle, but right now Sin kind of controlling a little more of the stage, at least for the moment.
Yeah, trading percents between the two of these two, and Wizzy going for an aggressive up B call out. Somehow survives unpunished at the ledge, and now Send right where he wants to put Wizzy, just above him.
Yeah, PK Thunder 1 right there was almost killing at the top of the stage. He hit him so high, but didn't quite do it, as now Wizzy looks again to extend here. Back air instead of up air is gonna miss. At least players have just been trading back and forth so evenly. F smash misses though. I thought maybe a grab there from Ness, but instead he goes for the attack. Now I think a grab's gonna kill from almost anywhere. F tilt instead. PK Thunder 1 does hit the up B here. Gets the percentage that he needs with Wizzy quickly with that back air.
Using the PK Flash to stall out, it's definitely a good idea to try and bait Wizzy out of the shield. And the dash attack, not sealing the game just yet. The PK Flash trying to call out Wizzy, but Send, you have to find your safe option at the ledge. A Wizzy back air will certainly at least send you off stage at the minimum, but Wizzy doing such a good job of basically spacing around Send's options. This is the worst place to be at the ledge, and a trade with the Nair.
My lord, I wasn't sure, based on that animation, actually who was about to die. But it ends up Sin gets the kill, gets the nair, knocks him off stage, and again plays this matchup incredibly well. Dark Wizzy looked so in control in Game 1, and right now it's Send on a 2-game winning streak.
It's not just that Send on a 2-game winning streak. Send definitely had to calm down throughout the set. You could see that he was maybe starting to rush the options around that 110% mark, but once you bring back that composure, start saying, all right, not the end of the world, we have options to go with. Running back to Battlefield, hopefully we can see just as tight of a game throughout the course of this set.
100% as now we come in here, up airs into that back air as Wizzy looks to try to recover back to the stage, but it's not going to happen. The down air ends all hope for Wizzy, baby, at only 0.7% on Sin.
You can see how confident Send is, how he's schmooving around that stage on the platform, taking away the PK fire. Send is feeling himself right now.
Yeah, he is, and something a little cheeky right there he did. Notice Wizzy has been caping those PK fires, so you know what he does? As soon as he throws it out, uses his down B and absorbs the damage right back from it. Sin is on top of his game right now, and he gets another kill. Wizzy can't make it back to the stage, and you can see him. He pulls his head back. He knows he's disappointed himself, and he has got a long way to go if he wants to be able to have a chance in this set.
Yeah, Wizzy has to find some way to get any combo extension here, not using those platforms to any effect. The last time we saw Wizzy here, he was able to find some levels of up air strings and maybe find at least a fake fair to try and pressure Send, but right now Send is moving so aggressively with such bravado. There's no way to stop this momentum. You have to find a way to at least slow Send down.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough because Send's sitting at the top of the mountain right now. Wizzy looking up from the bottom. He's got a long way to go if he wants to get up to where Send's at to get a chance to win this set, let alone this game. As now way off stage, Wizzy in a rough situation. It will cost Send his stock though as he goes down after him, but he's going to shake that off and come right back into this. Down tilts into the back air. Not going to be enough. PK Thunder just trying to cover some options, and Send can play this one safe right now.
Yeah, you have two stocks to work with on low percent. Send definitely has a lot of room to at least maybe go for some more unconventional options, but you can't let Wizzy get this free chip damage off of throws, maybe off of air and aerials, but Send definitely controlling his space very well. Like we said, building that threat bubble and trying to find that confirm on Wizzy.
Oh yeah, he is now again, PK Thunder 1 just racking up damage. I mean, he is fishing for grab right now because if he gets one of them, that is the set. Coming in again with the Nair, not going to be able to have it just yet as Wizzy does come back to the stage and gets a little bit of combo of his own. Wizzy trying to bring it back, but dash attack will get the kill, and Send makes the adjustment and takes it 3-1.
It is such a stark difference we've seen from Game 1 to where we eventually ended on Game 4. It looked like Send almost lost his composure at the start of the set. You couldn't really find a way for him to get any recovery. He was getting gimped, he was getting exploited with the fireball, but then eventually you go to Battlefield, you slow it down, and then you open up Game 4 with a unforced error on stock 2 and spiking him in essentially a 0 to death.
Yeah, and that's exactly like the volatility that we talk about in this matchup. Ness, super good on stage. Mario still has some tools, obviously. It's not like he's completely losing, but he's so good on stage that if you catch a couple of mistakes like that from Wizzy, it just turns all the way around in your favor, and Wizzy